and welcome to a very special one-shot tabletop RPG exclusive here on CouchSoup's YouTube channel. This is the Atlas Terminal. I am your humble game master, Michael St. Gregory, alongside four amazing individuals who will be playing the part in this sci-fi tale of comedy, drama, adventure, excitement, and so much more. But first, let's give a special shout out and thank you to CouchSoup.com for allowing us to be part of this event. And to everyone watching right now, thank you so much for being here. We truly appreciate it. We are giant game nerds, and we love doing this. We do it all across the internet, but right now we're all coming together to bring it to you. And CouchSoup.com is where you can find great content just like this for nerds, by nerds, all across the pop culture spectrum. So be sure to go to CouchSoup.com for your pop culture needs.
There you go.
I'm okay. And sign up to become a member today for exclusive content that you can't get at anywhere else and be part of an amazing community. But as I said, I'm Michael St. Gregory, and let's go around the table, this virtual table of ours, and introduce our players one by one, starting with Erika.
Hi, I'm Erika Aundawyn. I do a lot for CouchSoup regarding articles, game reviews coming out, Women in Gaming series, but also to just up my TTRPG, nerdiness. I'm the creator of a channel called Roll D5, where we do all sorts of indie games, so we love playing TTRPGs, and I'm really excited for this.
And Julian. Oh, wait, actually, Erika, who are you playing?
I'm just this way all the time, so I'm sure, everybody's kind of, confused. But I am playing a character called Annie. Should I go into more detail than that, or is that like a
Sure,
good little...
you can let us know at least the littlest bits.
Sure, let me do something special here.
My name is Annie. I am a naturalist. I enjoy flowers and plants and maybe some other things, but I am unsure at the moment. I'll let you know.
Thank you, Erika. Julian.
Hi! Hello, everybody. What's up? My name is Julian Hermano, or Julie CL online. I am also a writer with CouchSoup, like these awesome people here, Twitch affiliate, TTRPG streamer, actor, writer, etc. Super hyped to be playing the Quest RPG system. It is, if you love D&D, you will love this system. There's customization, but it is so much more simple. I am going to be, let me do what Erika did and put my voice mod on. I'm going to be playing Francisco Asuncion Jr. or Isco, bit of our edgy teenager, kind of like Jim Hawkins from Treasure Planet, my boy, my sweet lad. That's the vibe. I'm just like trying to find my place in a vast universe that doesn't understand me.
Well, thank you so much, Julian. Mika.
Hey, I'm Mika. I do things. I love TTRPGs. Happy to be here. I play Lucas Lemon, who is a ranger. He is very friendly, a little reckless, but he also very rarely truly knows what he's doing.
Okay. And what does your character do? No.
He does things.
Yeah.
He does things. Last but not least, M.
Hi, I'm Em. I am with the Level 1 Geek team, where we do all kinds of edutainment about how to get people like your friends and non-nerds into this wonderful hobby of TTRPGs. And I am playing the wonderful, the kind, the loving, and somewhat strong Reba Cycler. She's going to be the healer for this group, and she hopes y'all having a great day, and she really hopes that y'all don't mess with her, because she's going to have to teach you a lesson if so.
Yes, you there in the back.
Yeah, thank you. I actually just want to give a quick shout out to Shayna, who knitted this
Yes.
beautiful beanie for me that goes along with my character art. So I wanted to just shout out Shayna and thank you very much for making this for me.
And thank you, Shayna, for also being the first one in the chat, showing up right at the start, right out the gate. But
love.
speaking of which, I think that means we are ready for all of you to step into the Atlas Terminal.
I am the Overseer. From my observatory, beyond the reaches of time and space, I chart the multiplanar maps of the omniverse. I watch the thrilling adventures and daring quests of magnificent individuals across a multitude of fantastical worlds. Come with me to witness these epic tales together as we peer past the cosmic veil through the Atlas Terminal.
And one more reminder, we are using the Quest RPG system. Now, this is a bit more of a simpler, modified D20 system. In fact, the D20 is the primary dice that we are going to be using, but don't worry, it's not going to be this big boy right here. In fact, you're going to see all the dice rolls below me, right here, in real time as we're doing them. Just for fun,
Neat.
let's roll, just to show what everyone's going to see. Here we go.
So you know we're not
Hey,
cheating.
look at that. That was mine.
8! Hey, let me get in there.
11.
That knocked over my 20.
Ah, 3.
I feel like this really
it's about
set the
what you roll
tone.
first. It's what you
Yeah.
roll first. It's not what you get hit with. And yes, you will be able to see the accountability of our rolls in our special virtual board here. We'd like to thank dddice.com for providing us with this excellent tool so that we can all see what each of us are rolling, and so that you can too. If you want more information about that, go to dddice.com and sign up to just get ready to play and roll with your friends, even if it's just like a fun hobby to pass the time. I know I do it. This is a mental health saver and a wallet burner. So that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Accountability, you're assuming I can count. I'm sorry, I've been waiting to say that for like a minute now.
I was going to say, are you holding that one in? Okay.
Yeah, I know it's not good. Also, I feel it deep in my soul because I'm so bad at math.
Don't worry. We
I
use the
felt
shiny
need,
math
okay?
rocks to tell stories. And in this particular story, we are going to the far and distant future. Several hundred years from now. In a time where the universe has gotten smaller. Not because of actual shrinking in that cosmic metaphysical crisis that we all think about daily. No? Just me? Okay. No, in fact, because 3D planet printing has become the norm of the technological wonder at this time. In fact, entire companies have built their industries around the ability to create a planet in just under one celestial cycle, 365 Earth days. At this time, though, that technology is passé, and there are times when employees are sent to planets to reclaim them, see if they are capable of being recycled, or if they have to be just completely junked into the nearest wormhole. This team of 4 here have been assigned by their company to basically be on a reclamation project. Can this particular planet be salvaged? Or is it going to just be a waste of time? Well, we're about to find out. An alarm sounds as you realize After having spent several days investigating this planet's surface, trying to find any source of a means of reclamation, once again, your base is under lockdown due to a nuclear storm swirling in and threatening to tear the base off of the terra of which it is planted in. All of you, at this point, are now in full red alert as you hear the computer announcing to all of you, one by one, to assign yourself to your stations. It is time to go under lockdown protocol.
Okay, everyone? It's fine. Okay. Got the rulebook right here.
What? Lucas,
the
I
Ranger
can't...
handbook.
Over the... Oh,
No,
stop.
the book.
I'm sorry.
Alarm has been reduced.
It's
Please
fine. Can
proceed.
you hear me?
Emergency protocol.
What does it say about emergency protocols?
Okay. It says the first thing we should do is look out the window, see what's coming our way. Terror.
Well-
That's what's coming our way. Okay. Batten down the all of you should be trained for this. Right?
I'm supposed to go to my station. Should I do that now or?
Yes. Yes.
I am NatureBot Animus O2 Model Design Annie Agriculture and Zoological Supervisor. Where do I go? I could go and plug myself in, charge, go into sleep mode, or self-destruct.
No, not the last
Let's not
one.
do that one.
No. Please.
I will turn my countdown off.
Okay, cool. I guess let's we should call someone. We should call someone. Yeah, that's next on the list. Okay, cool. Yes, I'm going to the control room. I'm going to contact the company.
That sounds
That
reasonable. I shall assist.
yeah. So Lucas rushes to the control room so he can contact Big Corp.
And Annie's
right.
gonna follow, and I want to just describe real quick what Annie looks like.
Absolutely,
She
please
is.
do. This would be the perfect opportunity to
Yay!
describe what your characters look like.
So Annie is a tiny robot, really not much bigger than like my head. She's white. She's got like a literally a green miniature beanie on top of her head. She's got 4 legs, not quite spider-like, more like a beetle, with little, almost looks like sunglasses for eyes. So she's skittering about, following Lemon. There we go. As fast as her little legs will let her go.
And being accompanied not too far behind, we do see the ranger known as Lucas Lemon. Lucas.
Yes.
There
Okay,
you
so
are, by the
Lucas,
way, an accurate representation.
So Lucas,
in this time of crisis, where do you go first?
Yeah. Okay. So the first thing, Lucas heads to the control room because he wants to be able to contact Nova Terra to let them know what's happening.
And I need you to give me our first D20 roll. And this is going to determine the success rate at this point. So, that's a 12.
Okay.
With a 12, that does count as a success. 11 to 19 on our D20 scale is a success. You do accomplish what you were trying to do, and without any compromises, which in this case is very good. You do see that you have a clear signal available for transmission, and as standard protocol for these things, it is up to the emergency broadcaster to speak first, or at least the one who is in distress.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Yes, this is Nova Terra. This is Outpost 13B. 13B. Can you hear us? Over.
There is a slight bit of static, but eventually it comes in. This is Novatera Outpost. You are coming in very, very static-filled. What is your current situation? Over.
There's a giant sandstorm.
Electrical storm, I believe.
Thank you. Do you want to talk to them?
I can take over if needed.
I mean, that might be the entire time. Like the microphone is still on, and so they can hear everything. It's like, no, it's okay. I got this. I'm the ranger of the. Oh yeah,
Son, you know you need to push the button down again to stop talking to us. Over.
Oh. There's a giant electrical storm. Is there any way for us to be pulled out? Over.
There is a large amount of static that kind of the signal interference is heavy at this point, and you get a small static discharge from the receiver as a giant lightning bolt strikes sounds outside. But eventually it cools off, and you do hear the voice. Come in. How many are on your team right now? How many currently are at that outpost? Over.
Currently, there are 4 of us. 3 humanoids and 1 droid. Over.
Yeah, we're seeing signs of a major nuclear storm going on here. Major interference. A lot of dangerous activity. Are you on lockdown right now? Over.
Yes, we are. Affirmative. Over.
Okay, good. Well, the first thing you're going to want to do is... And he cuts off. There is just nothing but static right now.
Pardon me, Reba. I understand you are medical, is that correct?
Yeah, you got that right, Annie. What can I do for you?
Is there anything we can do for Sir Lucas Lemon to achieve a less stressful tone of voice?
You know, I actually got just the injection for that. Hey, Lemon?
Yeah.
Yeah, hi. I'm just gonna give you a little calming boost here, all right? Let you perform at your best.
That's fine. Are you where you need to be?
I was feeling a little nervous in my area by myself. I thought I would just come check and make sure there wasn't anything I can do, and it sounds like there is something I can do for you. I can apply it as a patch if you don't like needles. And I hold up like a little sticker set of like hearts and suns and rainbows.
Oh,
okay.
Which one you want?
I'll take the rainbow.
I'll peel off the rainbow and I'm gonna stick it on the back of your hand, and you are just awash with just calm. You feel like a touch of euphoria, alertness, increased confidence. Just take a deep breath and it just like washes over you like butter melting on a pancake.
Reba, I would like you to please roll to see just how effective this particular dosage actually is going to be.
Oh no.
Okay. Now this was my ability, Nox. I don't know if that changes anything.
So I will let you roll advantage with this.
Roll for drugs.
Advantage, for those who don't know, means we have the player roll twice and they take the higher number. 13.
Thank goodness.
A 13 just skirting by on a good success. No complications. But Lucas, you do feel calm. And in these times of crisis, memory sense is always a good technique that the Rangers have taught you in their particular training. And in this moment, you do start to remember a time just before this, when there wasn't really protocol or anything like this. It was just you, Lucas, having a good time with your other Rangers just before the big mission at one of your favorite clubs. back on your home base space station, with the music blaring, drinks being passed all around. Your bros, your teammates, your captain, everybody. There's no ranking here tonight. We're all just hanging out, right? That's what it's all about. Lucas, you are getting free drinks. You're getting accommodations. Everyone is looking at the man in the uniform. Whoo, there he goes. Look at them wings. And one of your closest pals, we're going to call them Cody.
Ooh, not
Cody comes.
Not,
What's
not
that?
Cody.
You don't know a Cody.
No Cody's allowed.
No,
Cody's
Cody's
allowed.
No,
Okay.
names
We're
off the
Xing
table.
Cody.
I'll let
Cody,
you
Ben,
choose.
Jake, Jordan. No,
I'll let you choose then. Honestly, pulled that out of the blue. Didn't
Shane.
know it was going to be a thing.
Shane.
Shane, got it.
Yeah.
Shane, who looks just like Shane Top from Smosh.
That's where I got the idea.
There you go.
That's-
Jacked up
it's
dude,
my
total life of the
current-
party.
My
Lucas,
current parasocial crush.
we are gonna be the best Rangers. Yeah, chest bump.
Yeah.
What do you do? Where did you get stationed?
I got stationed on one of the outer plans. We're gonna see if it can be recycled. It's a small team.
Oh, reclamation work. Nice. Yeah, I got asteroid wrangling.
Oh, that sounds a lot more exciting. Are
Well,
feeling good?
gravity guns. Just gotta push things. It's punch in, punch out. But hey,
Yeah.
Ranger benefits. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm just happy to help. Just happy to be here. I'm gonna be besties with my team.
Oh man, that's what you gotta do. You gotta get close. You gotta make those connections. Gotta have them trust you, right?
Yeah, I got this. I've got the knowledge. I've got the handbook. Lucas just pulls out the handbook. He always carries it with him.
Every Ranger is always like, yeah, the handbook. You see a bunch of Rangers, handbook, woo!
Yeah, everyone takes a shot.
Yeah, everyone just goes. We fast forward to about 15 minutes from now, where all of you are basically space skiboarding on skiffs and in outer space helmets, recklessly driving. I need you to roll a d20 for me.
Boy, howdy.
If you succeed, you'll be the one driving. Cool.
Oh,
15.
All right. So let's see how well your friend is doing as they hold on to the back. Not bad. All right. Just barely. You're basically on like a space motorcycle. Still got, your full helmet, all regulation gear, nothing crazy, but he is absolutely hanging off the back. Go for it, man! Go for the loop!
Lucas is very confident. He might not always come off confident, but he knows what he's doing. He really does. Yeah, he goes for it. Yeah, he goes to the loop.
Okay. Yeah, let's roll again. Let's just see.
Oh,
I'm so
I
stressed.
thought, okay. I didn't know there was going to be a roll for this. I
Here's the reality
Oh
with a broken arm now.
should've.
So,
By the cause of death?
just so you know, everyone, a 1 is not just a failure. It is what is called a catastrophe. You automatically fail, and you may suffer a severe setback.
I'm so sorry, Shane from Squash.
As you are cheering on, the ear-to-ear connection suddenly gets cut short.
1 second.
Wait, what? Are we redeeming a reroll? Folks, history is about to change. We're going to get a little bit of crazy warp going on here because this show is interactive. In fact, at certain times, you might see some of the people in the chat introducing rerolls. However,
That's like a 1 in 400 chance.
Hey,
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
have you considered clearing your cache and cookies? Because this is unacceptable behavior.
I really wish there was alcohol in this.
This couldn't have gone better than I thought. First of all, thank you, Michelle Holstein, for that reroll, albeit or not, as the floating body of your co-ranger Shane is leaving behind on an asteroid. The tether cord ripped aside as you didn't quite make that loop.
So Lucas was assigned to something really cool, but then after this moment is when he got reassigned to reclamation.
Fast forward. Back to the present.
I'm so sorry, Shane from Smosh. I'm so sorry.
Oh, God. That was beautiful. So, Reba, you have seen now that Lucas is calm, but is for some reason calling out for someone named Shane.
I'm not gonna deal with that. I'm just gonna slowly skate backwards, and I'll just be like, I'm gonna go check on Isco. You just take a deep breath there, Lucas. We're counting on you to get us through this, okay?
It's okay. Shit, I'm
You're
sorry.
good. You have a history of being good in situations like this, right?
I can check the database.
Shane, please be my patron saint. Oh.
Patron Shane.
Oh! Oh!
That was good.
I feel like I need some sort of, like, anti-reward system for puns. Unless they're really good. Then I might be able to make something. We'll see.
That was good.
That was a good one. So, you head to Cisco's station. Excuse me, Isco. Yes, the gentleman who is mainly known to be, man, so cool, Francisco Asuncion Jr. Isco to his co-workers. Isco, what are you doing right now in lockdown?
I'm like doing some push-ups, man. Like, gotta be prepared. And I think as I see Reba backwards roller skate in, I kind of look up and I sit down squatted on the floor and I'm like, so how goes anxiety with wings over there?
Oh, he's now praying to some person named Shane, so I think it could be better.
Okay, I mean, listen, there's a lot of different faiths out in the multiverse. I think I've heard about the religion of Shane before.
Well,
are you okay?
Honestly,
I'm so sorry.
I'm a little stressed out. Lemon's supposed to be like the one leading us through, and I just don't really know how to best get him on his game, you know?
Well, I think the problem with Lemon is that the authority he answers to is a book. And
Yeah.
that's not exactly the most flexible source of information when there's a nuclear storm happening outside. And Isco kind of just very agilely stands up. Isco wearing a tank top underneath his Novatera uniform. The coat is like hanging off his shoulders or around his waist. There's some scattered tattoos. Hair is an undercut but pulled back.
So cool.
And then he goes, look, if you ask me, I think we need to be making peace with ourselves in the fact that our big company probably doesn't give a shit about us.
What? No. No, we're getting out of this. I don't know about y'all, but I can't die here. I've got things to do and people to see.
Oh, Reba's so cool. Reba doesn't have time to die. That's not our choice, Reba.
Well, maybe it is. I'm gonna figure this out, and I'm gonna go storming away.
Why didn't anyone think of that? You choose not to die. You're a genius.
Watch me, Isco.
Isco, citation. Poor language and attitude.
A small piece of paper comes from the printer on your desk, and you just see it's a 1 demerit point from Terra Nova Corp.
I didn't even say fuck this time.
Citation. 1 demerit point. Foul language. Citation. 1 demerit point. Foul language.
And it goes on like this. You also, Reba, will see as you're walking away, a waste paper basket full of citations and demerits for foul language and poor attitude.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Reba, in this time, in this moment of duress, you hearken back to a nice little call you had with your family before disembarking on your brand new job. Mm-hmm. And if you could describe your wonderful parents for us.
Oh, yes. So her parents look much like her, with the almost silvery toned skin, little blue scales on either side of their face. So they're grown out a little bit more due to their age. From an alien planet called Kevarn, and she's holding their hands as if she could, reaching out, wishing that she could once again be face to face with her parents.
And as you hold on to this, you hearken back to sitting on the front porch of a nice little homestead in this beautiful planet. Now, to any outside ears, your true language and nature, and even your appearance, could not be deciphered by humanoid eyes and ears. However, for the sake of us all, we'll be doing the translated version of it.
So I don't have to gurgle into my mic for 5 minutes?
No, I know we practiced.
Dang it.
And I know that you wrote that whole speech bible about it, but we got told it had to be cut for time. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's fine.
Listen, don't blame me.
English it is.
Space common. So your pa's there, sitting, just doing some whittling on a chrome metallic branch because it's the future and these are fun things. Now, you know there, Reba. We want you to go and be a responsible and pragmatic and, of course, intelligent young individual as per our culture and beliefs. But we know you're going to be a little bit of trouble for them, aren't you?
Well, that's just my spice.
And your mother comes in at this point. Now, you stop that. Reba, come here. Let me see you. Is that your uniform?
Well, they said when I did my interview that I didn't actually have to wear much. I just have to do this patch right here. And besides that, I'm good.
Oh, it is lovely. You look like such a doll. Oh, my goodness. Come here. I am so proud of you, my little girl. To think, just several cycles ago, you were a little hatchling.
Stop.
Now you're all big and strong and
Hey,
smart and being
I know
independent.
I've never winced for so long in my entire life. You got to bring it back down. All right, listen. I'm gonna do this, and we're gonna get a new homestead, somewhere a little more stable, somewhere. All right.
Oh, you hear that, Ma? She's gonna buy us a brand new house. Ain't you getting big for your britches?
Well, I've always been a bit trouble.
Yeah,
No,
from the moment you showed up in our lives, nothing but trouble. But it's been fun. And I know that you are going to be the best. What are you going to be doing, actually?
Wow, Dad. You
I'm
know what?
sorry, there was a lot of words, just
Rude.
big company thing.
Chrome. I can't believe you right now. You know what? I'm gonna be a doctor. I'm gonna put people back together.
I know what a doctor is. Your mama makes me go every once a 12 moons? 12. Have you gone recently? I'm on it. And as your parents kind of go back and forth, you flash forward to them sending you off on essentially the public transportation. A little quiet shuttle from the Terra Nova Corp to bring you to the transfer station. And on this quiet little ride, it's so nice. You see the stars and the ships that go by, the transportation wormholes bringing one caravan to another. You see entire stars being born in these little capsules almost, and then being distributed to different quadrants of the galaxy. And you step off of the transport to get to this central hub. And I don't know if you've ever been to New York and gotten off a bus that has been filled with people who do not want to be there. But this is very much the equivalent of getting off at Port Authority in New York City, where the transfer of smells, culture, and amount of people just hits you all at once. There are people pushing by you, moving by you. Roll d20 and let's see how well you're able to navigate through this madness.
Whoops, sorry, excuse, I'm just gonna come right through here. 11.
Very nice. Your politeness actually gives a little bit of charm to this, as they're like, well, sorry, I didn't know where you're from. Yeah, that's okay. And some people are just like, the hell is that? You do, unfortunately, over here, man, they'll just let anybody work for this city, you know?
And just a calm middle finger to that.
And in some cultures, that's actually, hey, good to see you too. Cool.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Blessings.
Yeah, blessings to you. Yeah, you eventually, through the hustle and bustle of everything, you are able to get yourself to the station where you will find exactly where you're going to be designated. And you've been given this breakdown of information before. You know that it is a reclamation project. You do get a dossier with the different team members you're going to be having. And what's Reba feeling right now at this big changing point in her life?
A little homesick. She thought she was more prepared for this than she actually was, and she's missing that front porch right about now. But she's also has that little tinge of excitement. Palms are a little bit sweaty, but she's ready.
Mom spaghetti.
Mom spaghetti!
I will never not be able to hear it because of that damn song. Anyway, and holding on to the homesick moment, you feel that right in this moment as well, as the alarm still blaring, and you get to your station where you know that at least you can put together some ideas of what to do in case things go even more awry. Hopefully not. But back at Isco's room. Isco, what's going on in your mind?
Just taking a deep exhale and just knowing that nobody's gonna come save us. I'm walking around trying to figure out if there's anything we can do ourselves, if there's any basement storage that we haven't found yet. I'm just walking around the place, knocking on a few things, looking for anything to keep us safe.
Give me another d20 roll, and we'll see
easy.
Where things
Watch
may be.
this.
Well, with a 1, not only do you not find anything,
This is a real messenger.
You are going to slip on a pile of demerits that have overflown from your own wastebasket, and you will fall back and hit your head, and for a moment, you're out.
If it isn't the consequences of my own actions, Spunk.
And in that moment, you go, here's the fun thing. We're going to roll a d6 to see how many years ago your memory is going to take place.
All right. You want me to roll that?
Yes, please.
Which you can do on dice 6 years ago, so Isco was 13.
13.
Oh, little
So-
Isco.
Paint a little picture of 13-year-old Cisco and what they're doing right now. Isco, excuse me. I keep doing that.
Isco was not always cool and edgy. Once Isco was just a little teenager, and I think we see Isco teenager with like a visor on, almost like RoboCop looking, like firing a little laser pistol at a bunch of generic looking monsters, audibly going pew 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 as he does so, rolling, ducking, and then all of a sudden the holodeck that he's playing.
Now, hang on.
Mm-hmm.
You are going to get to use, just so you know, a D8 in the future for
Okay.
your next roll. So keep that in mind. And thank you to Crow for that D8 redeem. So,
Kaka, thank you, Crow.
so you have your Captain Master Blaster Space Ranger affiliate, batteries not included, toy set in your home, I'm assuming. At this point?
Yeah. I think Isco's playing on the holodeck because I have it in my
Absolutely.
backstory that Mom was a holodeck designer. So Isco spent a lot of time playing around in virtual fantasy worlds.
And you see the pop-up notifications of high score, new high score, legendary status, ultimate status, overkill. That guy's still getting work. Who knew? Halo just kept going all this time. And you are floating around like Neo in the Matrix. You are just pulling John Wick move after John Wick move. John Wick 78, of course, now having been out in theaters for about 3 weeks, but you were there first.
Naturally. I was into it at 75, baby.
Some people think it peaked at 60, but then it just kept coming around again. You think we're talking about the future, folks, but who knows? So at that point, as you're just about to get that final target, you hear connection terminated, and you hear your mother's voice. Junior, you have to go to bed.
Mom, why? You don't. No, I don't want to.
You have school tomorrow. Please, I'm begging you.
I don't want to go to school. I want to be an action hero.
I know, it's adorable and it's sweet. And your mother has come into the room at this point and just lifts your visor up just so she could see you. You look a lot like her. You have very much a one-to-one resemblance. Your dad would always joke that you got all the good looks from your mom and the smarts. Well, we don't know, but he knows it's from her as well. And she looks at you, my boy. This is now the third chance that I gave you. And you promised me that that was going to be the last game, and then you'd go to bed.
But you're right.
Hey, what's wrong?
I mean, I'll just go to school. It's okay. It's fine. I don't even like holodecks anyway. I try to walk out.
Hey. I know that tone.
What
Did
tone?
something happen at school? Do you not want to go back for some reason? What's up?
If he brought his dad to school, and I...
Oh. Okay.
I
Oof.
felt mad, and I don't know. I don't want to go.
I know it's been tough. But, you are the man of the house. You have the responsibilities, and you're gonna be so amazing. But in order to be as amazing as I know all these high scores show, and the reason that I've modeled so many of my main characters after you gotta go to school to show them that you're gonna be as amazing as I know you're gonna be. No matter who's there or what's going on. a little rock star.
You said I'm the man of the house?
Yeah.
I don't want to be
within
junior
reason.
anymore.
She hears you say you don't want to be junior anymore. And it's the first time, like, in a while you've seen your mom actually be surprised. Genuinely surprised by something you say. So you always tend to be a bit outspoken. Alright. So, what do you want me to call you?
Dark laser.
I don't know if you can use your handle, your holo handle, as a legitimate legal real name. I mean, I can just call you Francisco.
Isco. Just the last part.
Okay.
Good night, Mom.
Good night, Isco. You wake up, and you have a very, very swollen head.
Never happens in holodecks.
The storm is still raging outside. However, there are, like I said, protocols that go into place with these interferences. And this is now the second nuclear storm scare that your base has seen. And little to no contact has been able to be really picked up by your supervisors, by anything that you were able to even reclaim. Why don't you take us through some of the things that you, Isco, have been in your reclamation career, been able to find on your time on this planet so far?
Yeah, so I'm a salvager and collect all sorts of the junk that nobody really cares about anymore. Not that I'm a particularly skilled mechanic or anything, but people throw out some dope shit. I think I probably have like an electric gauntlet that I haven't been able to get working. A lot of like very primitive sorts of handheld devices, the arm of a robot maybe, and I'm into the gadgets. Can't figure them out for the life of me, but maybe I'll try to sell them for something better.
Give me another d20 roll, and this time if you'd like to redeem your d8, you can. If it does not succeed,
I bet I won't even need it.
Oh!
Oh,
Thank goodness.
Well, that's good. Still hold on to it. Don't have to redeem it immediately.
Yep. I got a big die in front of me to remember.
So, as you're putting together parts, you do remember the last time that the four of you ventured out for a reclamation task, you found the body of an android. And the pieces that you've been able to craft together over time, it seems like the central processing unit was the missing piece. However, you do remember that there was, in fact, just before the four of you were able to get back into base before the storm hit, you did find, in fact, a piece that could connect it and bring this possible mishmash of automaton parts into one working unit. Snapping them into place. It's a different head, it's a different torso, two different legs, fingers and arms. It's all over the place. If a junk planet could be embodied by a body, this would be it. Takes a couple of minutes, but you are successfully able to rewire the circuits, and you do see the eyes glow, light up, and the whirring of the computer brain runs through, the fans start to heighten up a bit before cooling down, and eventually you do hear the voice of the automaton speak through to you. And at first it's a bit alarming, as it's a bit garbled and all over the place. But eventually you do get to the point where it's able to be heard clearly. Greetings.
Ooh, whoa, that that didn't happen before.
What didn't happen before?
You're alive, awake. Now it looks like.
I am in fact functioning.
Cool. Wow, you're just a mishmash of stuff. I put you together. That's wild. That doesn't usually work.
Oh my. What have you done to me?
I took what I had, and then I put it together. I'm sorry, I couldn't
This
find
is not my original vessel.
I couldn't find matching hands, man. Do you want me to... Would you rather have left you armless or what?
That would not have been practical.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What's your name?
My designation is Atreus.
Atreus. Whoa. What do you do, Atreus?
Archaeological research.
On what planet?
This planet.
Okay. You might be the key that we're looking for. Oh, I got a little robot buddy that I can introduce you to. Maybe you two can like link up brains or something.
Do you think all robots know each other?
No, the opposite. I'm saying you can link up brains.
Ha ha ha.
And share...
Just kidding.
Okay.
I was programmed to do that joke.
Programmer must have been a real piece of work, huh?
Dr. Phineas Trout was a genius intellect as well as strong wit.
Trout like the fish?
Yes, but he was in fact human.
Whoa, crazy. Blowing my mind.
Although an incredible swimmer.
Every time you talk, I just gotta remember, someone programmed you to speak like this. I'd love to take you to meet everybody else, if that's cool. We're kind of stuck in a nuclear storm and trying to find our way out of it.
A nuclear storm.
Yeah.
That sounds terrifying.
Yeah, it's right over
Though
there.
I am not actually
Mm-hmm.
And it turns off.
Balls! Alright, I'm gonna grab Atreus by the back of the collar like a baby cat and just, like, drag them.
Delayed demerit. 1 point for foul language. Do not use balls.
That's what she's... Never mind.
So you take the slightly misfunctioning body of Atreus, this robot that is designated, given its designation, to Animus O2, or Annie for short. Before though you bring it there, Annie, let's check in on you. You have gotten back to your station. What is Annie currently doing?
In regards to Annie's station, it's more like an oversized cupboard. There's no need for Annie to have like a full room, full amenities. Annie's a robot. It's not going to take much to, in a sense, please her. She's got a couple little things to like fix herself if necessary, a little bit of tools. But there is a little, almost like a smaller, like a little box that she can go in, that she just tucks her arms in, almost like a cat, kind of folds up and lays down inside of it, and it charges her, and runs diagnostics, upgrades, anything she needs while in sleep or rest mode.
And as you basically boot up, charge up, a little bit of extra power circulating through you, memory cycles going through. Essentially, you're being turned off and turned on again. And it's during these times, though, that bits of information and data will creep their way through. And sometimes visual access memories will be unlocked, some that you thought you put away for reserve. And in this particular time, I would like you to roll, and let's see how severe these memories will be.
Severe?
Yes, we're going to basically find out the clarity. Is it going to be a series of images? Or is it going to be something hard to decipher? But with a 17, you go back to something pleasant. So, if you could describe what Annie knows as her creator.
Ooh, yes. Annie's creator is Dr. Lynn, just this sweetheart of a lady, just wanting to do her best, create this little robot that's going to be just helpful in these little niche areas, that's going to be needed on planets such as uh, searching and doing plant life, as well as researching animals, things that Annie can do because she's so tiny and can be so stealthy, be able to observe these things. Yeah, she just wants to do her best and be able to help where she can.
And you see Dr. Lynn at this point has booted you up, and she is just putting in the final programming keystrokes. All right. There you are, Animus 02. You know, I feel like it's too formal. Do you mind if I just call you Annie?
You may call me whatever you desire, Dr. Lynn.
Annie it is. All right, Annie. Let's go over a few things.
Yes.
Number 1. Do you remember what your primary mission is on this new planet?
My primary mission is, and there's like these little, almost like matrix-looking things kind of going through her eyes. I am NatureBot Animus 02, model designation, new name, Annie, agricultural and zoological supervisor. That is
right.
my primary function.
You are going to be basically cataloging all the plants and animals that you can find on this planet, and hopefully there's going to be enough to occupy that little body of yours and give you enough time to find everything. You know, we've been going through a lot of field tests with you lately, and you've been really responsive to a lot of different animals and life forms. I'm wondering, do you have a favorite?
A favorite? I do have the most research for succubus plant.
And she types into her notes, I don't think that's how that's supposed to be said. And she just goes through the files. It's like, are you sure you meant... Yeah, that was a typo. It's succulent, not succubus. That is a completely different thing, and mythological feature is not part of your programming. Ooh, how'd that get in there? Okay. Must have been a late night. So, okay. Can I ask you a favor? What am I saying? Can I ask you a favor? You're just so... You know, I've spent so much time with you, building you and basically teaching you. You almost feel like a person, and... So I was going to say, can I ask you a favor? That's true. You know what? Don't let anyone tell you different.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you a favor. If you find a new species, and it's never been named, it's never been given any sort of identification in terms of, you know, what people would call it, I want you to be the first.
You want me to name something? You have no pre-consumption or thought as to what it should be?
Well, it's called inspiration. You see, when humans get these ideas that they don't know where it comes from, and it just is like a sudden energetic spark inside their mind, we call that being inspired. And when you're inspired, it opens up the possibilities of what you can do and what you can achieve. So, if that ever sort of goes through your processor, use it. Make a protocol adaptation, if you will.
Are you giving me permission to be sentient?
I guess I am. To an extent. But, you know.
I have made notes.
I think you're going to do amazing things. And... yeah, I can't wait to show you off. And from there, we flash forward to a year later, where inside your containment unit, you hear the muffled noises of an argument between Dr. Lin and seemingly their supervisor. The name that you cannot register because for some reason, whenever that name is said, your receptors censor it out into some sort of quick static blur, as almost as if it was programmed for you not to know the name of that supervisor. Director, I am telling you, this has shown signs of understanding, of empathy, of being able to make connections that even the human mind has the ability to do. There are practically synapses firing off in their neural processor that it's almost like it's a child learning. Don't you finish that sentence, Dr. Lin. What you have here is an anomaly. It is a mistake. It is something that will be corrected. Do not let it go on to that planet as is. Yes, Director. I want it shipped out by tonight. Yes, Director. You flash forward now. Your processor boots up, and you are still in that containment unit, but the lid is open, and you can see you're rushing down a hallway as the box is shaking, as it's being held by Dr. Lin, and there is an alarm as you hear the footsteps of her running down this hallway, and you can hear security guards in the back running after her saying, "She's leaving with the unit! She's leaving with the unit! Guards, stop her, put down all activity. Dr. Lin is escaping the facility with the Animus." And you just see, you can peek up and you can see her face. And she is frightened and so scared. And as you peek out, you can see the hallway just getting further and further behind the two of you. And eventually, these two doors sealed. And as the lid opens and she lets you crawl out, she looks at you. And you see behind you this giant glass door. And she's not wearing a spacesuit. But she looks at you and she says, Annie, are you
Yes.
responsive right now?
Yes, Dr. Lin.
I need you to listen to me. You are not a mistake, okay? You are not some sort of accident of programming. You are unique. You are the first of your kind. And you are going to be doing great things.
You have never made a mistake.
She kind of tries to compose herself as she can hear the guards getting closer. Just trust me. When you get on that ship, and she points to the outside, as the other side of this docking area, there is a small craft filled with 3 other individuals that are being boarding at this time. Ranger, recycler, and an alien life form in a brand new uniform.
Dr.
Puts her
Lin.
hands up. She looks at you. Trust me.
Yes.
She steps back and lets the door seal behind you and now is blocking between the two of you.
Dr. Lin? Dr. Lin?
As you repeat this, and the doors to outside of this moon base that transports employees to their next assignment, there is no air now, and you instinctively are able to grip into the ground. But on the other side of that small porthole window, you see two security guards trying to bang open and override the lock. Can you roll a d20 for me?
Yes. 13.
That is enough of a success for you to get out of the chamber in time, as it is permanently sealed off between you and the doctor. And suddenly you see in your window of the HUD for your visual programming a new protocol list designated just to you. You understand this is the primary mission that she gave you. And you see that ship ahead of you with the 3 individuals that have just boarded.
Dr. Lin makes no mistakes.
And as that memory fades, the static visuals subside. Back in the facility, fully charged, and now surrounded by the individuals that you saw board that ship for their first mission, together now in an incredibly violent storm. You wonder, what's next? And that's where we're going to take a little break.
Ah! Okay, I guess.
All right,
Okay,
everybody, when we
sad.
come back, the second half of this exciting and wonderful adventure, wondering what is going to happen to the crew of this base in this violent planetary storm. Stick around, everybody. This is the Atlas Terminal, right here on CouchSoup. We'll be right back. And we're back. Thank you, everyone, once again for watching us here on CouchSoup for this exclusive Atlas Terminal TTRPG one-shot. And here's the thing. Do you want to become a member of CouchSoup? Because you should. Do you want to get exclusive, awesome content like this? Do you want to see great articles written by people like this and me? Then you need to go to CouchSoup.com. Those are our wonderful pop culture overlords that have been blessing us with this time and space to play the games that we love to play, as well as make amazing stuff that can be seen and heard. And even if you want to become a contributor, you can. All of that information can be found at CouchSoup.com. Follow it everywhere online at CouchSoup. And of course, thank you to everybody who has been watching us through this whole time. We truly appreciate it. You want to see more? Then you need to let this page know. Tweet at them. Hashtag them. Do all the things that those crazy kids do. I'm 37. Why do I sound like a boomer right now? I don't have no idea. Do all those things the kids are doing now with the tickety-tocks and
The internet.
the internet. How does it? It's a series of tubes. So hop online and let them know that you want to see more episodes of Atlas Terminal. And we will deliver. Once again, thanks to also dddice.com for our wonderful virtual dice loader that anybody can use. We're all about accessibility here. Some people don't have great eyesight. Some people don't have the physical means to roll the dice. And some people, despite the fact that they keep buying dice over and over again and really should stop, don't have the means to buy dice and play with them. I say this as I carefully hide my literal suitcase full of dice and jar
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
full of them
it's in a
there.
mug.
Delicious.
That is
drink,
just a
delicious
go-to.
beverage.
That's not even like my
Good
full
soup.
amount. I wrote
yeah.
an article, not to cheap plug myself, but I wrote an article on CouchSoup about being a dice goblin.
It
And
was so good.
what you can do to prevent that. You can't, by the way. Once you start down the dark path, forever will it dominate your destiny. I'm pretty sure I heard that somewhere. I don't know who. So real quick, though, if you would like to follow these wonderful people online as well, where can they follow you? We'll start with Erika. Where can they find you online with other great stuff that you do?
Me?
Yes.
I'm a part of CouchSoup. I do a bunch of stuff. Now you could really just find me anywhere under Aundawyn, Aundawyn, inspired by the River Anduin from Lord of the Rings. So you can find me everywhere under that. I post all the stuff that I'm doing for my own channel, for this, all sorts of stuff. So that's where you can find me.
And what about you, Julian?
Hey, though my actual real life name is Julian Hermano, typically I am found online under the handle of Julie CL. That is JuliCiel, because my middle initials are C and L. And CL is a French word meaning sky. So Julie CL most places. Sometimes there's an underscore at the end. Sometimes the capital. Sometimes the last L is a capital I. That's what it is on Twitter, which is where I spend most of my time. Twitter and Twitch.
Well, there you go. And Mika.
Hey, you can find me mostly on Twitter at Goggleboy, GOGGLEBOY, which is inspired by the main characters in Digimon.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I learned something today about my friends.
Yeah.
Pokemon, pepper breath.
Were you a Digimon kid more so than Pokemon then?
Equally.
Equally? That's
Why not both?
rare.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
M, how about you?
Yeah. You can find all the content that I make over on level1geek.com. It'll take you with all the little links, all the places that I am, where we make edutainment about how to get your friends into this beautiful hobby and level yourself up.
And we have seen a lot of people here saying how much they want to play just from watching this, which is such a huge compliment to us.
Right?
Thank you so much. I want to personally thank my wonderful players here for not only just being amazing people, but look at the cosplaying in character that they are doing. I mean, come on. I am playing, cosplaying as a human being, because that's what I do every day. I do a LARP of what it's like to be a functioning person in society.
Emily M here is the reason why I cosplay, because they're so top tier.
Oh, yeah.
It's the reason why I've done it.
M committed so much that she was ready 2 hours before we were ready to go live.
I was a little early.
I love
Not to
it.
touch my face.
I thought you were just eager and excited.
Meanwhile, I've got the simplest costume, and then just rolled up with a tank.
Yeah,
top
you just
jacket
straight up
on my shoulders, two
it's me,
two
man.
seconds.
I'm in
before we
character.
started.
It's all good.
Yeah.
And you can find me on the wonderful Twitch TTRPG channel called To Be Diced. To Be Diced ADV is where I and several other people from TikTok play D&D games. I run a game called Frontiers of Eberron, which you can catch Sunday nights at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have games on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, so check it out. Follow us there. And of course, though, keep following here for amazing shows like Trailer Talk, like Cracked, like Get Good, like so much more. Like, you don't even know what's coming down the pipeline, folks. You don't even know.
You don't even know.
But you know how you can? By signing up and becoming a member on CouchSoup.com. I think that I've done my Drew diligence.
I have to say,
That was so good.
What was that reverse inspiration mechanic?
I am going to call it that from now on, just so that I have a checklist of plugs for everything. Hashtag Drew Diligence. All right?
I love this. Oh my
So
gosh.
let us get back into our wonderful sci-fi tale. As once again, the alarm begins to blare, and you don't know when this storm is going to end. So, we're going to do something fun. I want all four of you to roll a d20. We're going to see who is going to respond to this situation first.
That's a d12. Whoops, hang on.
That would be a d12. And yet you both rolled 4.
What did I?
I did not
Oh.
come through.
First nat 20!
Hey,
I guess
what
there
were
are 4
you
nat
saying?
ones.
Were you saying earlier about how I can't take my own fate into my own hands?
Exactly.
Well,
We are
watch
the
me.
dreamers of dreams. We are the music makers. All right, so let me just make sure to switch so your character names. Reba, the alarm is blaring. What are you doing?
Oh, Reba is pissed. She just shouted at the coolest guy here and is storming towards where she last saw Lucas and Annie.
And you will find Lucas and Annie now. Our situation of this area is basically there is a central hub, so we give people an idea, with 4 quadrants, each designated to the respective team members. There is one area, though, a 5th, that is the garage for their all-terrain vehicle for outside venturing. However, at this time, since everything is under lockdown, there is no means to getting outside. Transmission signal interference still quite heavy, but Annie, and Lucas, what do they see when Reba shows up?
So I don't even know if I did a character description before. So,
That's
yeah.
true. I'll pull yours up a little bit as well, just to
you.
give a little
Thank you.
incentive.
So Reba likes to rock her bright pink jacket, bubblegum fun, and she skates everywhere she goes on like these hover skates. So she's probably power skating through, grabs the corner of the wall to like whiplash herself straight into the room where she slides to a stop. And just her normally friendly, cheerful demeanor is just furrowed and angry. All right. Lucas, I need you to tell me right now, you've had enough time for your sticker to set in. What are we doing? What's the plan? because we're figuring this out right now because we ain't sitting here waiting to die.
Sorry, Shane. I'm sorry, Shane. I'm sorry, Shane. I won't let this happen. The lemon opens his eyes. Step aside. Let me look out the window. Lemon, he's feeling it. He goes to the window, and I use my ability read the winds.
Very
So
nice.
cool.
If you could describe that ability right now.
Sure, I'm using the one that costs 0 action points. You concentrate on the language of wind, sensing weather patterns in your region of the world. You are able to glimpse a weather forecast for the next few days in your region of the world.
Ooh.
You are able to get through this. Now, I would like you to, for the sake of the amount of information you're going to get, considering there is still a storm, you can roll a d20 at advantage for me. We'll see how well it goes.
And as you roll that, Annie comes walking back
Oh my
in.
God.
Hello. I am fully charged.
You got a
5 and
16.
6.
Very well.
Mika.
No, that's a 16. That's 6.
It's a
No,
six.
I
Yeah,
thought
that's
I
a
saw it.
6.
I went like, what? Which way is it? Okay.
Which was the fifth?
We can make it work. We can make it work. The computer readout shows volatile storms, danger, do not leave facility, and you just see that over and over again. It seems like a pop-up, just continually getting in front of your information.
Okay.
Annie has arrived fully charged, though.
Okay, so next thing Lemon's going to try, knowing that we were cut off before, Lemon's going to look at Annie, pick them up, and say, "Can you boost a signal?"
Boosting signal. I believe I can.
All right, come on. And I'm going to bring Annie over to the communication portion and attempt to plug her in, I guess.
So
in some
out of
way, so I
like,
can have her. Yeah.
so with Annie, she's kind of got this black, almost like, it kind of looks like a tiny little superhero mask. A little slot opens in the front and almost just like vomits out a really long cord.
And I'm going to use, to kind of go with that, I'm going to use another one of my abilities called Signal. This is 4 action points. While in wilderness,
That's
you create
quite a
a
bit.
distress signal that can be seen by other rangers. It can be a smoke signal, a message leave on a tree, similar act. So I'm trying to use Annie to try and
You have
for
my
signal.
consent to plug me in.
So for
Thank you.
those who are unfamiliar with the Quest RPG system, all of our players have 10 action points that they can use per session. So for things that are wanting to be done in immediate or high stress situations and definitely want to be guaranteed a result, these are the ones where the big time points are going to be spent. Annie, you are plugged into the interface, and you have the ability now to access the power grid, and you are
Okay.
able to rewire and basically maneuver
Beep
through
boop.
all of the different coding, all the different signals, bypass any sort of blocking, and eventually get to the part where inside the terminal where you are able to in fact cover communications, and you increase by, and we're going to roll to see how much
Okay.
you increase it by. So I would love for you to roll a percentile dice.
Okay. Which
will
is
be
that
our
one?
D100.
That's the 100. Okay. All right. Ooh, there isn't a D100 in the list. Or in the
So
DD dice? How do I do that?
it'll
So-
be.
Is
Yeah,
it
go
a
ahead.
No, Lucas, you actually did figure it out earlier. I saw, so go ahead.
So when you're looking at your dice on the bottom, it is the 5th one over, the one with the double zeros.
Oh,
And then you also
you're
want
right,
the
it
one
is.
with a 4th over, the one with the 10, and you roll them together to get 1 through 100.
98?
98% increase of signal boosts as you are able to get nearly full coverage. It's like you were in the perfect spot with a cell phone, probably with Verizon.
I have boosted the signal 98%. I have done well.
Thank you, Annie.
You're welcome.
Bring up the comm again. Hello. This is Lucas Lemon from Outpost 13B. Is anyone there? Over.
Lemon, you are coming in clear. What happened over there?
We're in the middle of an electrical. We're in the middle of an electrical storm. Also, did you say over to end? Did I cut you off? Over.
It's okay. Over.
Awesome. So we're caught in an electrical storm. Our communications went down, but I have our little robot plugged in to boost our signal.
My name is Annie.
Annie. So sorry, Annie. Thank you again for... Anyway, yes, we are trapped on the ground. Is there a way to evacuate us?
And just as a thank you, a D4 is being redeemed for Annie. So, Erika, in the future, you are able to reserve that. Julian, you still also have your D8 on hold.
Yep.
And you hear back.
Roger, you are coming in clear. Can you give us the designation of the planet you're on once again? Over.
Like, is this a recycling planet? Is what you mean?
Yeah, basically, you have essentially been given the code that it was JP02 as the code for the planet you were designated.
Okay. We are on JP02, Outpost B13. Over.
I'm sorry, Ranger. Could you repeat that? Over.
We are on JP02, Outpost B13. Over.
There is a very awkward silence until eventually
I'm sorry, I need to ask, why is there an active team on a planet designated for recycling in 24 hours? Over.
That's a mistake.
That ain't right.
No,
That
that's...
planet was abandoned, and all planetary teams were told to evacuate due to uncontrollable nuclear storms. The planet was too hostile. It's been designated as unreclaimable. It's a junk planet.
No, Dr. Lin does not make mistakes.
I'm sorry, are you saying that Terra Nova made a mistake? Over.
Terra Nova doesn't make mistakes, my friend. This planet has been on the docket. You were all supposed to abandon that at least a week ago. Over.
Lemon.
We never... Yes.
Tell them that we were out on a job and our communications were jammed. When we got back, everyone was gone. They should have checked off the list that everyone was on board before they took off.
I'm just going to hand the mic over to you.
All right, listen here, you piece of shit. Over.
I'm sorry?
Respectfully.
Over?
We were assigned. We were assigned out on duty to go inspect some things. So we left on our rover, went out, did our job, saw the storm coming in, decided to come back. By the time we were back here, all of our communications started to get flooded with notifications that we were supposed to abandon ship, but we didn't get them because of the jam in communications. So y'all left us without even double checking. Don't you see, even Santa checks his list twice? Over.
Outpost, stand by. We're going to try and get you in touch with HQ. Over.
Thank you kindly. Over. And I'll shove the communicator back into Lucas's chest.
This doesn't sound normal.
Hey gang, I found a robot. What'd I miss?
I'm sorry. We are not a gang.
Isco, I have been figuring out our rescue with our good friends here. I'll have you know.
It's pretty cool. I created life.
Oh my maker.
I could do that too if I'm haunted. Just
This
so
is,
you know.
Oh yeah, no, totally. Creating life, refusing to die. No, I don't know about. This is what's your name? Kratos, Atreus. That's it.
I was not created by you. I was created by Dr. Phineas Trout.
You don't have to tell them that.
Ooh, could I roll something to see if that name is familiar to me?
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Phineas Trout. That's going in the notes.
Nope. Oh, you.
No, that name does not register in any sort of memory bank.
Dang it. Okay.
Cool robot, Isco.
I was just thinking that, you know, in case we actually were like ditched or something like that, maybe Atreus here could help us figure anything out. What do you guys find out?
That's actually a pretty good idea. Thank you.
Pardon me. I would like to speak to Atreus.
I'm not stopping you. Y'all have your own lives.
Thank
Y'all
you.
have to plug into each other or anything weird?
That is gross.
That is not in
It's
our
not
programming.
gross. Cables, electronics. It's
No, I'm with them.
We
I'm
have-
with them, Reba. That was gross.
We have
wow.
the ability to do Wi-Fi transfer.
It's not gross. It's natural, guys. Let's be adults.
I am confused.
I literally just had Annie. Plug in. Now is not the time for humor.
Kenny doesn't understand humor.
Then when is the time, Lucas? When is the time?
Excuse me, Atreus. What is your designated function?
I am an archaeological research bot. I am meant to know and designate safety plans for escape routes in underground excavations. I am well versed in the planetary terrain, as well as several memory banks filled with archaeological research and understanding of previous cultures, including, but not limited to, arboreal, zoological, and mortal lifespans.
Zoological. I will have to ask you about that one later. But first, what is your last memory before shutting down?
My last memory before shutting down was being blown up by a nuclear lightning strike.
Oh, well, we sure brought you out of the frying pan and then into another identical frying pan.
My body does not share similar traits of the cooking mechanism you speak of.
All right, you guys need to figure this joke thing out. Anyway, this is cool, right? Conveniently, someone that I put back together can potentially tunnel us to safety.
Potentially.
Potentially.
I do believe that the odds of anyone other than myself and Animus surviving the nuclear radiation are slim to none, should the other three of you venture outside.
I agree. That is the conclusion.
All right, so we will stay inside, and you guys can go outside if that turns to be necessary. But first, we should just wait and see if these people can hurry up with a rescue ship.
Is the person that we were talking to, are we still connected?
Yeah, is
or
there
have
hold
they
music?
hung up at all?
Oh, there's absolutely hold music.
Okay.
It's like a techno version of the girl from Ipanema.
Meanwhile, outside,
Yeah, and it's a Skrillex remix too, so there's that bass drop that shows up out of nowhere.
My preferred music is the classic Wii tune.
We Are the World? Yeah, I have some fond memories of that one.
800 years in the future, and the classics still hold. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So make some classic.
Okay. Lucas Lemon, what is next after contact? What are the steps following?
Following contact. Oh, it's 1 part waiting, 2 parts hunkering down for the worst.
Well, wait a minute. We got this whole bot here with escape routes programmed. Atreus, do you have an escape route we can use to get out of here? Is there like a ship or a pod or something that we can just like jettison ourselves out into space so at least we're not here when they blow up the world?
And can you also download that information to myself in case one of us disastrously ceases?
Hold for terrestrial reconfiguration.
Thank you.
And you see, basically, its eyes are like as it's trying to figure out exactly where on the planet it is.
It's just beatboxing along to Girl with Ipanema as Atreus is doing this.
Absolutely.
Lucas is drinking.
Download successful.
In this time, you do see that basically you realize, okay, you're still on hold, and you are receiving the information. I would like everybody to, once again, roll a d20, and you're welcome to use any add-ons that you have.
I have a feeling that that's something necessary, so I'm going to add my D4 to it.
How important is this roll?
If for any reason you feel generous, you're welcome to donate your other bonus to others.
Okay, so who got the highest here? Lucas?
Yeah.
Another that one?
I thought that one was me for a brief
No, that was
second
me.
No.
Mika,
It's
I'm
5.
happy to give you a D8 to potentially get us out of this situation.
Sure.
Ooh.
I'll donate my D8 to you. I'll donate Crow's D8 to you.
I think I got a D6. I'd be happy to donate my D6 to you as well.
Is D10 is still a failure, correct?
10 is a failure, but it is not a catastrophe.
Okay.
All right. With the D8, that gets me up to 20.
Yes!
Okay.
All right. So, triumph. What is it that you're looking to succeed at currently?
Yeah, team. What is it we're
In the
trying
context
to
of
succeed
what
at currently?
you, Lucas, know that you have the capability of doing.
We gotta go.
Mika, maybe you can find out, like, do like a scan of the planet and see if there's like some sort of transport off of here.
Okay. So yeah, back to the computer. I'm scanning the planet to find a safe route out of here. I actually might have something for this. Navigate. So
I love these sound effects.
this might work if I use one. Okay, yeah. If I use navigate, use one action point. You navigate your party to one of the following areas when traveling in wilderness. So you tell me if this works.
Okay.
But one of the options is shelter. You can find a natural cave that offers shelter from harsh weather.
Okay.
You could use it, though, to determine which room in the dome place that we're in has the best survival chances for everybody and secure.
Okay, then yes, I will do that. Scan the planet. So I guess there's a few things I'm trying to do here. Scan the planet,
Yes.
see if there are any ways for us to get off. See if there's anywhere. Well, I guess see the chances of how well our base might survive the storm, and then looking for the best place for us to weather out the storm, so to speak.
So to speak, yes.
Yeah, the best
okay.
place for us to hide survivability.
Perfect. So you do see, obviously, that each individual room runs a higher risk than being in the central containment hub that you're in right now. There is essentially a basement below this that is meant to be dire emergency only usage, and you see that usually that's for protocol of meteor storm or any sort of violent raid by citizens that may come to pass. However, being that this is a storm, usually the protocol is the protective shields that are put down against windows and that shut off the individual quadrants. But you do know this is not a typical storm, and if the fact that an entire planet is going to be junked because of these kinds of storms, maybe underground is the best option. It is essentially a mid-sized storage unit built for like a what's the thing I'm thinking of? It's not an escape room, but a panic room. Yeah, panic room.
Okay.
So it has the bare essentials of what is needed for 4 individuals: cots, rations, recycle ability for water, and just like all bare bones medical equipment.
Okay.
There is an emergency hatch that has to be accessed via a code that is in the manual of the designated ranger of the party, which you will find due to it always being on you.
Yeah.
And
I'm sure
it's
bookmarked.
It is a simple 4-digit code you are able to enter, and
1,
it
2, 3,
is
4.
a tunneled hatchway as you open it up, with a ladder proceeding down into quite a dark space.
I can stay here and continue the line of communication while you go below ground.
Should we split up like that?
That would be the only logical way for us to maintain potential communication.
Yeah, do I know how safe Annie would be?
Yeah, how safe would I be?
We're going to call this a gut check. I want you to just roll a d20.
Okay.
And this is going to be like your own kind of instinct.
Okay.
As to whether or not.
May we all roll
like
this?
No, this is gonna be Annie.
Okay.
Okay, so you're aware of this knowledge of how safe you are. You can choose how you'd like to proceed and what you'd like to tell.
Dr. Lin told Annie that she was meant for great things. Maybe this is what it was, to save this group. Maybe Dr. Lin knew that the planet was being scrapped and these people weren't going to get out.
Annie, I don't know. This is a little conspiracy brain, sure, but also I don't mess with the Corp too deeply for this exact reason. From what y'all are telling me, it sounds like maybe we were put here on purpose to get rid of us. Should we not just let them think that we perished in this storm? Should we just leave the line open and go?
What reason would they have to get rid of us?
I don't know. I don't know you people that well.
Your emotional brain does not compute with my logistical processor. Please speak plainly.
Logically, we were assigned here. We were left here on a planet slated for destruction.
Yes.
So there's a fallacy there, right? There's a contradiction, rather.
It seems like there was a communications error.
But Novaterra doesn't make mistakes. If they don't make mistakes, how did we get here?
Everyone makes mistakes. They just don't want to admit it. Hopefully
well,
they'll-
oh, sorry.
Just so I can put this out there, Julian, point of inspiration for you. That is
Oh.
now for me. That is going to be basically a reroll where you have to use the second number.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Should you decide to use it at any point.
I think currently.
And oh, sorry.
I was just currently. I think Lemon might think he's the reason, because I think Lemon imagines, or I imagine that like Shane was probably the son of someone higher up, and so right now Lemon is feeling like, is it me?
Whereas Annie thinks it's
Am I the
herself
problem?
too.
Is this just some really annoying, revenge?
As you
Revenge
do
plan.
this full contemplation, this is going to be our last group roll of the session, as it is going to what I am going to call essentially an internal vibe check. And
Ooh.
see if you can figure out something about yourself to connect the pieces of this path you have clearly started to go down.
All right, everyone, blow on your dice.
You may use whatever leftover.
I'm re-rolling. I'm re-rolling.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
re-rolling. I'm using that inspiration. Thank you, Michael. Greatly
welcome.
appreciate it. Oh no, that's still bad.
Okay.
Reva with the 19.
That is 2 1s.
I have a D6 that I could gift somebody if somebody thinks that they could make their roll with a D6.
Me or Annie, we're both 2.
Yeah.
I will offer you this too. You can use that to guarantee yourself a triumph, or
Ooh.
you can hold on to it for later
Ooh, I
at a
Triumph
future
sounds
episode,
nice.
perhaps.
UN.
Which, by the way, if you want us to keep doing these episodes, tweet at CouchSoup. Let them know.
I mean,
D10 redeemed for Annie.
go Annie, go Annie,
Okay.
go.
Right as well.
Reba, I think you should go for the full
I think I'm gonna
success.
do it.
Yeah.
that makes it 12.
That makes
Success.
it 12. Okay, so you'll still be at a success.
Here goes the D6. Ah. Okay, not a triumph.
Still triumphant because you had a 19.
Oh, I thought I
Yeah.
had to roll a 6 to get
no,
the
no,
triumph.
no. I'm just saying
All right.
you could use it.
I
In
did. I
general
used
to
it.
Make it to boost it. Okay.
I have been boosted.
As
Use
Isco says these things out loud, and Lucas has stated things that you've looked into and you know from personal records of what you have accessibility to, Lucas Lemon is not the most fortunate ranger when it comes to team activities. Granted, his intentions are pure. He's very enthusiastic, but mistakes happen. Isco, you're aware, is headstrong and very sometimes hard to work with, but also has a history of reclaiming items, and when these items are reclaimed, for some reason, Isco was transferred quite quickly. Annie is certainly a unique individual, a device of which you've never seen before. And such autonomy for an AI. So what about you, Reba? Why you and why here?
Okay.
Until the pieces start to fall a little clearer. You know that you seemed like you were being hired because of an outreach program, perhaps? Because other cultures were getting expanded into? But you're also well aware that your species has quite the corner on a technological market that the Terra Nova company has had their eyes on for quite some time. and if the possible heir to an entire culture's collective technological means were to suddenly disappear alongside a record-blemishing ranger, diminishing the reputation of an organization, a reclaimer and salvager that might be just too good at their job of finding things that shouldn't be found, and an anomaly of an AI that does not want to be taken away, when usually things like that have no choice. Perhaps the four of you are meant to be here, but for the wrong reasons. And that is where we are going to end our session.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, a bit of a dark note, but we'll tell you this. Now, the challenge is in the hands of you, viewers. If you want to see this story continue, if you want to see exactly what happens and where it can go, what is going to be the fate of these four in our daring sci-fi adventure called the Atlas Terminal, let CouchSoup know. Tweet at them, use the hashtag Atlas Terminal. You want all the shows, and we can do that for you. Of course, we are very thankful for CouchSoup for giving us this opportunity. We love all of you for watching. We thank everybody who stopped in, all of you who redeemed in those dice rolls, because that's the other thing. This show is interactive. And if you want to get in on that interactive element, and you want to see how you can be essentially the fifth player of this game with your dice roll influences, then you need to let CouchSoup know that you want more of the Atlas Terminal. Thank you, everyone, again for watching. Thank you to my players. Once again, thank you to Erika, Julian, Mika, and M. I have been Michael St. Gregory. This has been the Atlas Terminal. We will catch you next time, hopefully, in the not-so-distant future. Have a great time, everybody. And be sure